Hi, good day. My name is Tariq Ali, and today we are at the Aquaculture Demonstration Center, which falls under Fisheries Division. And I'm going to present on aquaponics. So what is aquaponics? Aquaponics is basically the combination of aquaculture, which is the rearing of fish, and hydroponics, which is the growth of plants using nutrient water. And basically it's a natural symbiotic system that allows for the cooperation of both plants and fish in the same system. So as you can see, here we have tilapia, which is grown in this barrel, and from there we have two submersible pumps which pumps the nutrient filled water into the vermicomposting tanks. Okay, so here we have a vermicomposting tank, which is basically the IBC tank as you see there. Inside there we have some pebbles and we have earthworms, which basically helps in the breakdown of heavy waste material from the fish into nutrients which plants could take up. But this is not necessary, as most of the heavy waste is breakdown into nutrients in the biofilter barrels. So as you can see, there are two biofilter barrels, and basically inside here there are fish nets which help in the growth of microorganisms such as the nitrosomas and nitrobacter, and this aid in the breakdown of ammonia into nitrites and nitrates. Now take in consideration that plants cannot take up ammonia in its raw form. It can only be taken up in the nitrates form. So what it does is that this ammonia is broken down into the nutrient which plants can take up to provide nitrogen for the plants. From there the water comes down into these pipes which plants are grown in. So as you can see, we have scythe, we have some kale, we have lettuce, we have some celery, and the plants are grown in this net cup. And you may be wondering why we have this piece of cloth. Basically what the cloth does, it acts as a piece of wick in terms of the uptake of water and nutrients to the plant roots until they are able to reach down to the water when they are fully grown to reach the nutrients. So as we go down, the water, it filters through and then goes into this, it collects into this large pipe and then goes back into the tank. So as you can see, it's a fully recirculating system from the fish tank into the biofilter barrels, and then comes back into these plants, which of course the plants takes up the nutrients and then goes back, the clean water goes back into the tank, the fish tank. The barrel filters also carry water via this pipe into the vertical system. So here we have the stacky pots which are donated by Greenage Farms, and as you can see, one of the main advantages of vertical aquaponics system is that you could grow a variety of crops in it, such as we have scythe, celery, tomatoes, just to name a few. And one of the main benefits of a vertical system is that it saves on space. So persons who have limited space at home, they can basically set up the system and grow many different plants. So over here, basically what we did is that we made some holes in it and we stick some plastic bottles, and from there, inside the pipes, there are onion bags. Now what the onion bags does is that it aids in water retention. Also it helps in terms of guiding the water downwards in the pipe and providing the nutrient filled water for the plants to grow on. So this is a larger aquaponics setup as the one you have seen before, and this one was donated by the Dussel Foundation, and since 2014 till present they have been working with needy schools and providing them and helping them to set up aquaponic systems in their school. So in this system here, it works just as the last one, where the fish water from the fish tank moves via this pipe into the biofilter tanks, biofilter barrels, and from there the water goes and supplies the nutrients to the plants. So one thing that we have in the both systems is this drain off pipe. This drain off pipes aids in the cleaning of your biofilter barrels. So what it does is that all the heavy waste material can be collected and it can be supplied to your other plants which you have outside your aquaponics system for growth. So you may be wondering how we manage pests and diseases as well as nutrient deficiencies. Now what we do in the system is that we try to intercrop highly scented crops as well as our regular crops. For example, we have highly scented crops such as the French thyme, we have celery, we have scythe, and what it does is that it chases away a lot of the pests which attacks our other crops such as lettuce and pak choy, just to name a few. In terms of nutrient deficiencies, the three major nutrient deficiencies you're going to get in the system are going to be calcium, magnesium and iron. Now we could use many ways in terms of correcting these deficiencies. So for calcium, what we did is basically we took some eggshells, we broke it up, put it in a sock, and then we submerged it into the fish tank. So after a period of time, the eggshells will break down and then supply the plants with the calcium that is needed. So from there you don't need to use any chemicals. For the iron, we use something called chelated iron. This is a foliar application. It could be applied on the plants. And then for magnesium, you could use something simple as Epsom salt into the plants.